Have you ever wondered what it really costs to live in an RV full time?
We've been on the road now for 2 years. Can you believe that we've been full timing it for 2 years? I guess, like the saying goes, time flies when you're having fun.
And dodging potholes.
That's right.
So last year we broke down what we spent for you guys, and you seem to really like the transparency. So we're back at it again this year, ready to share the nitty gritty for year number 2.
That's right. We're going to cover all sorts of categories and we're going to break them down so you know what it cost us on our second full year full timing.
So we'll start with gas and fuel, and then we're going to break down what we paid for you guys in rent. And then after that, of course, we had to have internet service, so we'll break that down as well.
And then we are going to cover renovations and upgrades, as well as laundry. And we like to eat, so we're going to cover groceries as well.
And then there's your favorite category, dining out.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
No.
My eyes hit in the back of my head.
And then you guys last year requested that we cover a couple more categories. So this year we're going to be adding entertainment and subscriptions.
That's right. And then we're going to move on to repairs and maintenance on Yoko and Lennon, as well as the all-important insurance.
Of course. So let's dig in. Before we get started, we need to give you guys a little bit of context of exactly where we were this year. So we started the year out in Venice, Florida. From there, we went and made a stop in Milton, Georgia, before we made our way to Austin, Texas, where we spent a couple days with our daughter, Paige. From there, we made a stop in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And then we went over to Joshua Tree, California, where we spent 3 nights on BLM land. From there, we went to San Francisco, California, where we took 3 days to see the sights. And then we did a stop in Redding, California, before making our way to Eugene, Oregon, where we spent the next 4 months. From there, we went to Glacier National Park and we spent a week there. Then we started our trek back to Wisconsin with a stop in Billings, Montana. Then we went to Custer State Park in South Dakota and we spent a whole week there. From there, we went to Blue Earth, Minnesota, where we did an overnight. And then finally to Almond, Wisconsin, where we finished up our summer. Now in October, when it started to get cold, we made our way south again. We did a stop at Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, and spent a couple days there. From there, we went to Cummings, Georgia, which is just north of Atlanta. And then we went to Brunswick, Georgia, where we spent an entire week there. After we were done in Brunswick, we then made our trek all the way back to Venice, Florida.
All right, so the first category that we're going to cover is fuel. Now we have both gasoline as well as propane. The propane we use for our hot water heater as well as our furnace. Now, we filled up 6 times this past year, which I thought was kind of a lot when we looked at the numbers. But we were in the Pacific Northwest and I'm rather wimpy. I like to be warm and it was rather chilly up there.
It was.
So our total for the year in propane costs was $192. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad for the Pacific Northwest anyway.
Right.
So now for the gas that we used, now for the total trip of the loop around the US that we did, we drove a total of 8,733 miles.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. But once we got to our destination, we did have more mileage on Yoko.
That's right. So we went exploring all over the place. We went to national parks. We went to visit family. We were all over the place in Yoko and we really racked on the miles, 13,000 as a matter of fact. So our gasoline costs include both Lennon and Yoko.
That's right. So the total amount that we spent for gasoline in our second year was $7,352.
Whew!
All right, let's take a look, see what's next. So our next category is going to be rent. Now we spent 3 days this year boondocking out in Joshua Tree. We also spent 9 days mooch docking at some of our friends' house.
That's right. So that cost to us was $0.
That's right. And then we had 9 days where we spent in either a hotel or an Airbnb.
That's right. Now, we still had Lennon at the RV park, so we're not going to include that extra cost that we spent on the Airbnb and hotel.
Right. So next then we had 83 days that we spent work camping.
That we exchanged for 20 hours of working for the week, and just for me because Jason obviously has a full-time job. So I spent it work camping at Lane County Parks in Oregon. And if you get a chance, visit that county. They do a great job.
And then we had our storage unit, of course. We had that last year, but this year we went ahead and we downsized once again. We were able to clear that storage unit out and get rid of it in July.
But between January and July, that cost us $575.
That's right.
Glad we're getting rid of that.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, exactly. And then finally, that leaves us with 261 days that we spent at either RV parks or resorts.
That's right. And that cost was $12,458 for a grand total of
$13,033 for rent.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Not too bad. Before we move on, we just wanted to ask you guys, if you like this video, please give us a like below, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys get notified every time we drop a new video. So let's move on to our next category, internet. Now, we have two different internet services that we keep for my job. One is an unlimited cellular connection, and the other is satellite Starlink connection. And during the year, we were able to actually pause Starlink for 3 months because we were in a place where our cell signal was so good that we didn't need both. So the total that we paid for both services throughout the year was $3,270.
All right, then we have the upgrades and renovation category. Now we had 3 major upgrades / renovations this year.
The first one that we did was the Safety Plus stabilizer bar that we put on Lennon, which helps with sway as we go down the road.
Then we had a total bathroom renovation, as well as a kitchen sink and our faucet.
And we actually did videos on all of this stuff, and we'll put those links down below if you guys are interested in seeing those.
So the grand total for our upgrades and renovation this year was $1,373.
Not too bad.
No, and great upgrades. All right, our next category is going to be laundry. Now, again, we do not have a washing machine in our rig, so I use the local RV park laundromat or a laundromat in town, and that cost was $193 for the year.
Just the cost you have for clean clothes.
Our next category is groceries. Now, we all have to eat, right? So we lumped in together groceries and household items, things like paper towels, laundry detergent, things like that for household supplies. So that goes along with our grocery costs. And for a grand total for the year was $10,036.
Quite a lot of money, but everybody needs groceries. So let's move on to our next category, dining out. Now, this category was our most shocking category last year.
And it still, frankly, is our most shocking category. We just like to eat out.
Right. So now this category includes everything that we spend at fast food restaurants, at regular sit-down restaurants, and we even included anything that we bought at a gas station for like travel snacks. So ready for this? The grand total that we spent on dining out this year was $13,592. Yeah, that's what I get for liking to be served.
What do you guys spend on eating out? Do you like to go out to eat just as much as we do?
Drop us a comment and tell us what you guys do for your dining out.
Our next category is entertainment. Now, we've included in this category things like going to the movies, my favorite, live music, so concerts, things like that. We also have park admissions and museums, just kind of things like that that we do for fun. That grand total was $1,886 for the year.
Okay, so our next category is going to be subscriptions. Now, the subscriptions that we're going to describe here are the ones that we actually use for RV living. So, quick breakdown for you guys. We use Good Sam. We use Adventure Genie. We use Road Pass for planning our trips. And most importantly, we use Anytime Mailbox for our mail service out of South Dakota. Now, with all of those combined, we paid a total of $750 this year for those services. What subscriptions do you guys swear by? We want to hear from you guys, so please drop us a comment below. Let us know. So our next category is going to be vehicle maintenance and repairs. Now, this year we did have some maintenance costs and some repair costs on both vehicles. Real quickly, we had to get alignments done on both vehicles. We had your standard oil changes that we had to do throughout the year as we traveled. This summer we had an awning motor on Lennon replaced. And then late in the year, unexpectedly, we got 2 flats and we had to replace all 4 tires on Yoko. So with all of those costs combined, it came to a total of $2,698.
And our final category is insurance. Now, we stayed with Progressive this year again, and our car insurance for Yoko cost $1,452. And then for Lennon, for full-time insurance, it was $1,950 for a total of $3,402.
Okay, so have you guys been keeping a running total so far? If not, no big deal. We've done that for you. So our grand total that we spent for our second year of full-time RV living was
$57,685.
So there you have it, the nitty-gritty of year 2 expenses.
It wasn't cheap, but I wouldn't change this lifestyle for anything, would you?
I would not. I would not. And hopefully this video helps you guys plan your RV adventures.
What surprised you most about our expenses this year? Leave us a comment below and let us know.
And if you guys want to check out how we did against our first year's expenses, check out this video here. It'll take you right to it.
Did we do better? Or did we do worse?
And as always, please give our channel a little love. Give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit that notification button so that you guys get notified every time we drop a new video. So until next time, we'll see you between mile markers.